Previously on Fortune of the Liberator.
You're picking around at the lock. You don't get it to open either.
Alright, I'm gonna get frustrated and shoot it with my gun.
A very, very loud alarm starts going off in the apartment. You see not only more fire in the street, but also a bunch of Trandoshans. As he falls backwards dead and drops his sword, you catch it mid-air with your offhand. Now that the door's open, you both see that stormtrooper in the hallway. He is aiming to the north, and what you see is Dez still alive, but sitting against the wall on the floor.
All Imperial troops, please evacuate via the west of the building. It is insecure.
I said I want to pick him up, fireman carry, and get him the heck out of here.
Yo.
Oh, baby.
You freaking one-arm him.
I'm gonna try to hold his head up and in my face so he can hear me and say, "Where is Mira? You need to tell us where is Mira."
She's inside. She bloody shot me. And as he says that, he dies. So all of you can see down the street to the west, Mira on a speeder bike, speeding between here, disappears down a street.
Alright, we need to boogie, guys, because we need to get back to the ship before she does.
Alright, so hello everybody, welcome to the next episode of Star Wars Fortune of the Liberator. Here with Talon Darkstar, Bendit Kelborn, Trodd Dustrunner, and Ramarin. We're going to try to get right into this one because we're kind of recording this on a clock today. So hello everybody, how's everyone doing?
Excellent.
You good?
Hello there.
Excited.
Alright, well, as you guys remember, at the end of the last session, you were fleeing the scene of that Rebel versus Trandoshan battle where Dez died, and Talon made off with a couple things as you guys meet your way back to the ship. Well, I guess first of all, Ramarin, you got a droid which followed you all the way here. You don't know much about the droid yet. Talon, you did also take some stuff from Dezmond that the other party members don't know yet that you got. However, I figured you're all smart people. You can role play the fact that you don't know this, but if you do check your journal entries, so that second button at the top right next to the chat, I did add a journal entry for the ring that you got.
Cool.
Golden ring with a red gemstone taken from the corpse of Dezmond Thravik by Talon Darkstar and Nar Shaddaa. That's gives you an idea of what you got.
So
You
it's
also
red
got
now.
What did I say it was before? Oh, right.
You said it was orange.
To match this thing. Whatever. It's
I don't care.
Must be the lights of the ship reflecting through
yeah,
it.
exactly. It was dark out. You couldn't tell what color it was. It's red.
Okay. I don't have the greatest eyes, so.
Now. This is what I get for doing prep at midnight last night.
I'm just messing with you, man.
No, it's a good memory. I'm glad you're paying attention to detail like that, though. Keeps me on my toes.
Well, I wrote it down too.
All right, fair enough. Let's see. So yeah, so you've made it back to the Respectable Bantha, which is the YT-2400. You're still on Nar Shaddaa. And I'll just say, as you guys have been getting to the ship, you've been hearing a lot of commotion going on in the streets. Almost like small uprisings, almost like, I don't want to say gang violence, but like riots have started in the streets of Nar Shaddaa.
Ooh, I want to loot.
Block war.
Let's go smash out a window and take us a TV.
So before we get started, one more thing. Keep an eye on that journal page, because as you can see there's just those 3 entries for now. However, since you're all back here, I guess it's time to give you an official entry for the Respectable Bantha.
Yes.
Oh, baby, she's beautiful.
So the Respectable Bantha is a YT-2400 class curling transport used by Dezmond Thravik and his crew for smuggling and other odd jobs across the galaxy. While the Bantha has been serving as a living quarters for your party, many of its inner workings and hidden compartments remain a mystery. And you can see, you can even click on that image to enlarge it.
I love the logo.
That's right, I got
I
creative.
love it.
That's gorgeous.
There you go.
That's so cool. I love that. Did you make that logo?
No, I did not. I just did some basic photoshopping to get it to look like it's actually on there. But I am proud of it, nonetheless.
I love it.
All right, so I'll turn the floor over to you guys. You've just arrived back at the ship. You're still on the little loading ramp there. Most of the rooms are actually pretty much every room is labeled. If you want to wander around and take a look around, and I'll further describe what you're seeing. But right now, you're coming up the main ramp, which actually this little area here is like where you come up. The ramp closes, and then it enters into the large area in the center. So yeah. All you guys are up. Do whatever you want. Good luck.
Well, boys, things are getting kind of heated out here. People are getting restless, so I think it'd probably be best if we get off this planet for a little while. That way we can figure things out from a safe distance. But we need to get into that cockpit.
Get in the cockpit. I also want to have a look at the scanners and see if we can't pick up that damn speeder bike we saw skedaddling out of that Imperial facility.
That's a good idea. I've also got a data disk that I took out of the pocket of our.
That's right. That was the other thing that I meant to remind you about. Sorry. You have that.
I got it. I don't know what to do with it, so if one of you guys wants to take this and see if you can get any information.
Do we know if Mira had a comlink on her?
You do not.
I mean, I'm passable with computers, but I think Romarin's probably more skilled than I am.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Bro, all right, here you go.
And before we get too deep into this, I just want to remind anybody watching that we are not professionals at this. So any rule lawyering is welcomed. Just be gentle. We'll probably break some rules going forward, but it's all for fun.
So while me and Talon are nattering about getting on the bridge, I'm going to start heading that way.
Yeah, you can move your tokens around. The grid doesn't line up perfectly with everything. I did the best that I could, but just use it as a guideline. Does this ramp
exit up here, or does it like come out into this storage area?
Once the ramp is completely closed, which we'll say it just closed, yeah, you can step off the side.
Sweet. I'll start.
Hey, Dak.
I'm guessing this is the...
Yeah, I think that dark portion would be the cockpit, right? Because we can't see in there.
Yep, the cockpit is in the far top right.
Next door.
Exactly, and Captain Quarters is right next door to the cockpit.
Okay. Dak, can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, what's it about?
Just come with me.
By the way, the droid is still following you around the ship, Rom.
So, Dak, I know you were pretty good friends with Dez, and I just wanted to make sure you're doing all right. And I've also, among that data disk and a couple credits that I took off of them, I did take a ring, and I'm sure it's got some sort of monetary value, but I think maybe it's better if you just have it.
Wow. Thanks, Talon.
It's taking every ounce of my being not to keep this in my pocket and sell it, but I steal enough credits. I'm doing all right, so I think you should have this. And I'm gonna take the ring out of my my inside left chest of my trench coat, and I'm gonna hand it over to Dak, and then walk past him before he has a chance to get sentimental and talk about anything, because I don't want to hear it.
Damn it. All right, well then I'm just gonna stand here holding the ring in my palm for a minute or two, and just I'm gonna clench my fist, pocket it, and which way is my quarters? We established whose room, which.
I call top bunk.
You each actually have your own room. So I have all this. I have a whole bunch of notes typed up. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask, because I might already have something for it. So real quick, we'll take a look. If you look on the left side of the ship, there's quarters guest 1. Quarters guest 1 is for Rom, because it's the largest and he's a Wookiee, so he needs more space. Quarters guest 2 is for Trodd. This quarters here. This one is Talon, and Bendik, you have the one closest to the ramp. This one. The quarters storage down here is not actually used for anybody. That's more just for parts and repair.
I have a request regards to the seating arrangement.
Go ahead.
So let me just check my character sheet. I am a space hand, and I have craft hyperdrive as my profession from my character gen. And I was wondering if I could have the bunk nearest the hyperdrive, which is this one, because if it goes horribly wrong in the middle of the night, I imagine I'll be trying to get to it.
I will say that you've made that request with Dezmond in the past, and he declined. You don't know why.
Oh, fine. I won't bring it up again then if that's happened in the past.
No.
Well, he's gone. You can do whatever you want.
That's
now.
what I'm saying. He's no longer here. So I'll just say that for some reason unknown to you, he was very adamant about the current arrangement.
I see. Well, maybe that's. Did you say that Talon was in there at the moment?
No, I'm over here. Or this one. This is me here.
Yep.
I don't give a shit where I sleep. I'm heading to the galley to see if there's any booze in here.
I'm going to head to the cockpit because I imagine that's where the best computer is.
Yeah, that's actually where I'm heading to, but I figure as we're walking right past the captain's quarters next door, I'll just see if the door was open on my way past.
Okay, so as you're walking down the hall, which, for the record, you guys, you've been living on this ship. You've been up and down this hall before, but you haven't really paid a lot of attention to it because Dezmond doesn't really like you guys coming this close to the cockpit. So as you pass the captain's quarters, no, the door does not open. And when you look at the access panel, it appears to be a regular access panel, but you notice next to it, there's a small rectangular indent, almost like something carved out on the wall next to the access panel.
Interesting. Does it look like it's for inserting a key of some kind?
It does.
Interesting. Do I remember who patted down his body? Dez's body.
Do you remember?
I think it was Talon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's who you think it was.
I might get Talon on the comms and ask him.
Well, I'm going to come wandering down there in a second. I'm just looking to see if there's a beer in here so that I can wander around the ship with.
All right, so Talon, real quick, just because it's simple, do a search check. All right, yeah, just looking around, you just find some basic rations and some drinks. Nothing too heavy as far as liquor or booze goes, but just like snacks and water.
I'm going to pound my fist on the counter and walk around and come back out.
One more note of backstory I guess I'll give you is that prior to this mission, you guys just offloaded a huge delivery of smuggled goods to someone. You met him at a asteroid base somewhere. It was like a neutral ground meeting. So there's not a lot on the ship right now because you basically just made a delivery.
Okay, gotcha.
I have very atmospheric fireworks going off.
I hear that. Dude, that's perfect. There's going off on Nar Shaddaa right now to celebrate the Empire.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't even need to find sound effects for this session.
What are those for?
We'll use push to talk because that's getting to be a lot.
I only had it open so you could listen. Yeah, that's correct.
That's some heavy duty stuff.
What's the occasion?
It was like the 5th of November a few days ago, so it'll be fireworks for the next month.
Oh, nice. Guy Fawkes.
You know, I was actually going to suggest, did somebody try to blow up Parliament?
All right, I'm coming down the hallway to see if you guys can get the door open, so I'm just kind of wandering up. I'm going to lean my arm on the top of this R2 droid and be like, what are you guys doing?
Hey, Talon, you find anything on the captain that might fit in this little widget hole on his door?
I just took a data disk off of him and had it in his pocket. I'm not sure what it says, but I gave it to Ro. Did you look into that at all, or what?
I just figured we're probably not going to get in the cockpit without his access, whatever, which will probably be in his room, right? Or he had it on his person.
No, he didn't have anything except that data disk and a personal item that I gave to Dak because I think he probably would appreciate it more than I would.
Romarin, roll a search check for me as well. We're probably going to be doing a lot of search checks this session, depending on what you guys do. All right, as you get close to the cockpit, it's actually oddly similar to the captain's quarters. It's a normal access panel. However, on the wall next to the access panel is a small rectangular indent or indentation, is that a word? That looks like it's meant for something to be inserted like a key.
We don't know where Mira went, so if she's in one of these rooms with a gun, we probably should be a little careful. We actually should probably clear this ship before we start tinkering around, don't you think?
All right.
Bendak, just to verify, you went back to your quarters and you're just kind of sulking in your room for now? Are you doing anything in particular down there?
I mean, I'm thinking about if I'm going to keep the ring on me or if I'm going to try to stow it away in a nice safe spot in my quarters so that if anyone does, rummage their way through our ship, or even somebody else from the crew decides to rummage through my stuff, not that I would suspect anyone, they're not going to find the ring. And I'm contemplating taking out my comlink and just seeing if Mira is there,
Everyone except Bendak make a listen check. Oh, nice. Okay.
I can hear everything.
Talon and Trodd, you guys both hear what sounds like somewhere coming from the lounge, a beeping sound just started. Just like a beep, 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 beep.
I'm going to unholster my blaster and run down to the noise.
I'll look Talon in the eyes as he draws his blaster, draw my...
Let's go. I was just in here. There was no one in here, I swear.
All right, as you enter the room, Talon, you can see out of the left peripheral vision, there's a red blinking light on one of the monitors at the monitor station.
Trodd, what do you make of this? You're better with the computers than I am. I'm ready to shoot this thing.
I'll flip the monitor on live if it isn't on. Can we see what it's...
Okay, so roll a computer use check. It's going to be pretty basic.
Is this ship large enough for me, to have to walk down to get someone, or can I just shout across the main corridor? Will he hear me?
If you talk about Bendak?
Yeah.
If his door's open, he'll hear you.
All right, I'm just going to call to him and say, I'm going to be like, Dak, get in here.
Bendak, did you close your door when you walked in?
Yes.
Then roll a listen check.
All right.
And Trodd, that was a good roll. I'll let you know as soon as I get Bendak's listen check. Okay, so yeah, you heard him through the door. You heard Talon call to you.
Okay.
So Trodd, you flip the monitor on, and you see that there is a flashing warning letting you know that the landing pad that you're docked on has had a magnetic lock activated on it, basically holding your ship in position. You're unable to take off until that's disabled.
Shit, we're on lockdown.
What's going on? Is it because of the riots?
Maybe they've locked down all the ships, but the ship is under a magnetic lockdown from the landing pad.
So we've got to go out and get this thing. Well, first we need to be able to get in here. There's no point in getting the magnetic thing released if we can't fly it.
We need to get in the cockpit.
So when we heard this beeping, is that just incidental, or was that because Dak called out on the comms? Because didn't he say he was going to call Mira on the comms?
I don't believe anybody made any calls yet. Somebody was asking if she has one, but you guys don't know if she has one.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was because Dak said something and she activated this or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't. As far as you guys know, you don't know why that's going off. It could just be. It could be everyone. It could be just you. Nobody knows.
I'll shout over our radio so that Ramarin and Bendak, although he hasn't got his headset on, but I don't know.
Wait, can I grab your hand before you grab the comms?
Yeah.
We don't know who else has this. We don't know if this isn't a secure channel. I don't think we should be using them anymore. Especially if Mira knows that we're on this ship.
Okay. Is there some way I can jigger our comm units onto a different frequency? Maybe it's... Or Ramarin even. In fact, I'm going to take my comm set to Ramarin and ask him that exact question. Hey, Ro, can you change the frequency on these?
We need a secure channel that we can communicate with, because we don't know who else is connected to this.
Shouldn't be a problem.
So let's look at Ramarin's Well, this is just for me and Ramaran, basically. Let's look at your character sheet, because I'm not sure what kind of skill that would be. It sounds like it would be a repair skill. I just want to double check and see if there's maybe something more specific. It's not going to be disable device.
I mean, if it's repair, I might be able to do it too.
Yeah, we'll say it's a repair skill, but I'm going to say that you don't have any specific knowledge of comlinks, and these have been custom made. So you can try to do it, but if you fail, you'll either break it or turn it into like just a regular comlink.
Can I?
If you break it, we it's not like we're gonna keep using them, is it? If we can't change it.
I don't think we should use them anyway, because it's unless we get them secured.
And you're gonna have to make a different roll for each comlink.
It's up to you.
Well,
you can try.
Is that or find new comlinks, right?
Yeah.
I just want to try one thing first before somebody gets started with that. I just want to call her out. Just turn on my comlink and say, "Hey, Mira, are you there?"
Are you actually doing that?
Go for it.
You want me to try?
Yeah.
All right, so Bendit calls out on the comlink, and just what do you say?
Are you there, Mira?
Silence.
Like that's gonna get her to
All right.
answer.
So I follow up. I don't know if you can hear me, but if you can, you better run, because I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna kill you. And then I turn off my comlink.
That's better.
That's the spirit. Guys, we need to get into this cockpit, and we need to get this ship released. Bendak, I don't know if you heard all the commotion, but there's been a magnetic something or other that's holding this ship down, and we need to get off this planet before the riots get too close to this ship.
There's something on the wall that requires a small rectangular key of some sort.
Same as on the captain's cabin.
Did you look at that data disk that I gave you and see if there's any information on there, Ro?
I'll need to find a computer if we can't get into the cockpit.
Maybe there's one in the engineering bay near the hyperdrive.
Yeah, so actually that was something that I meant to do last night and didn't have time. So the data disk is a semicircular data disk that is not extremely common as far as like it's almost like imagine if somebody was using a floppy disk today. Like it's almost like ancient technology. It's not ancient's the wrong word to use. Outdated. It's not likely that a typical computer could read this disk. Let's put it that way.
It's Firewire 1.
Right.
Parallel. Well.
Can I do a history check to see if I might know where we might find a computer? Like maybe an older computer at a library on Coruscant?
Hey, what about that R2 unit and point at droid following Romarin around? Does that have some kind of data reader thing in it?
You make the gesture towards the droid, and the droid makes absolutely no reaction to you talking about it.
Well, he's only programmed to follow right now. I don't think he's been fully reprogrammed, right?
Sure, I was pointing at it to illustrate, but I'm asking, like, fit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mate.
Well, I'm getting pretty fed up, so you guys need to get into that cockpit. I'm gonna go see if I can't get us unhooked. And I'm gonna walk towards the ramp. And I'm gonna kind of gesture over to Dak, be like, you want to see if we can get this thing unlocked or what?
Guys.
Hmm?
Was anyone else recording up to this point?
No.
No.
I'm
No.
not recording.
What happened to Craig?
Craig is there.
It's worse.
Craig always records.
My video record didn't start when I hit my hotkey.
No.
So we have audio, but we don't have...
Yeah, I guess that's fine.
That's okay.
We got the
We'll
audio.
just take a picture. We can start
Yeah,
the video from
I can
here.
recreate that. Never mind. All right, keep going. Sorry.
Is it on now, though?
Yeah.
I mean,
Alright.
we could take 2 minutes out to start our characters back where they were and slowly walk them around.
that's
where we-
No,
okay.
just keep going. I can totally recreate with screenshots where you guys were standing and so on.
I still wanted to roll a knowledge history on that data disk and see if
Yeah, go
you-
for it. No. So it's a common style disc. It's just not in current use anymore. So you could find a computer almost anywhere. It just depends on whether that is still like an older computer.
That's what my role was for. Was whether I. Okay, I guess we'll figure out later.
You don't know any specific location that would. It's like knowing where you would find a Windows 95 computer today.
Okay. All right. Wow, that old, huh?
Probably the library down the street from my house.
That's why I suggested the Coruscant library. Maybe they have an old computer.
So before you guys get too far away, I asked if anyone found anything on Dez that could resemble a key to get us into these rooms.
You already asked me, and I told you that I gave you the only thing I took from him. No one else looked at his body.
I'm not going to talk about the ring.
Yeah,
I still have in my pocket.
I told them that I gave it to you because it was sentimental. Wait a minute, Dak. You think the ring is a key?
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Will it scan or something?
I guess we can take a look at the lock.
Calling them out.
Well, I mean, I told the group that I gave him a ring. They didn't even mention it. They didn't even care.
Well, I didn't see the ring, so I don't know if it would fit or not.
I didn't know if there was some kind of, like ID scanner at the door to let him in, whoever. You know what I mean?
It's a tiny little slot that will take some kind of indentation.
Oh, okay, so you need a physical key. It's not just an identifying thing to scan.
Physical indentation. Okay. I take the ring out of my pocket and I examine the difference or possibly similarities between the ring and the indentation.
The indentation seems to be the exact same size as the ring.
Ta-da!
Nice.
We're going for high level puzzles here today.
Big brain.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that Indiana Jones movie starring Han Solo.
Well, I'll be.
So do you insert it?
Yeah.
Careful if she's in here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna run down the hallway.
She has a copy of the ring because she has a copy of the ring just lying around. Yeah, absolutely.
Who knows what she has?
Actually, no, you never know. Maybe she has her own ring.
Talon and Trodd, you guys still have your blasters drawn from when you ran to the monitor station, just so you know.
Yeah. I do.
Well, I'm going to draw my heavy blaster as in my main hand as I use the ring with the indentation in my offhand.
All right, so
I'll just be in like a covering position to give him cover.
I'm going to run up with Dak with my gun drawn.
When you insert the ring, you hear a click noise, and the door does not yet open, but there is just that regular access panel still there, by the way. A light turns on that access panel.
Punch open on the panel.
All right, Trodd hits the open button on the panel, and the door opens.
Nice.
And it's empty.
Good, now bring it down here.
You got the cockpit so we can flight.
Hey, Dak, you kind of, good call.
Right, so I do the same thing.
You insert the ring into the opening, and it fits, and nothing happens.
Nothing on a panel or anything?
Hit the button.
No noise, no light on the panel. You hit the Talon reaches over and hits the open button across your arm, and nothing happens. No response.
Let's see if he's got the keys in his room. I'm going back into his room.
All right, I'm gonna pocket the ring for now and holster my blaster.
All right, so you walk in. As you walk in, on the left side of the room is a bed. Far left corner, there's some storage crates. On your immediate right is just like a little refresher station, like a sink, and the computer in the top right of the room looks like an old-style computer that is powered down.
I'm going to yell to Romar and get down here and see if you can work your computer magic with that. This computer looks older than you, Ro.
Very funny.
I'm going to holster my blaster.
Yeah, me too.
The droid stops outside because there's a little lip in the doorway that he can't roll over.
I'm going to step out of Ro's way so we can get to the computer.
I'm going to take a look at what's in these storage boxes.
Dak, you're walking away. Do you still have the ring on you, or did you leave it in the little slot in the wall by the cockpit?
No, I took it and pocketed it, and
Okay.
I also holstered my blaster.
Okay. Trodd, I'm sorry, what'd you say you were doing?
I'm just going to have a look in these boxes. If it looks like they're just if it looks like they're supplies or paperwork or anything, I'll take a closer look.
Okay. So just roll. Well, I can tell you right now, one of the crates is open. It contains a padded flight suit, which is light armor.
Interesting.
If you want to roll a search check, the other 2 crates are locked.
I will try and have a look in them.
I will roll a computer use check to try and use the disk.
Yeah, no, Trodd. It looks like both of the crates are locked that require a combination lock to open.
They're not magnetically sealed then.
Nope.
Oh man.
Rom, go ahead and roll computer use.
Okay.
Try again. I didn't see a result.
See it? Oh.
There we go.
There goes 18.
All right, nice. So you sit down in front of the computer and you're looking all around, and there's a couple monitors, a couple displays there, a keyboard, but no power button. You look around the monitors, you look under the keyboard. You don't see any way to turn the computer on. However, on your right-hand side, on the very edge of the computer, there appears to be a long rectangular slot about the same size as the disk that you have.
Plug it in, plug it in.
Put it in there and see what happens.
All right. You plug it in, and the terminal comes to life. A blue screen comes on. The keyboard comes on. Oh, well, yeah, you're not dead. Don't worry. As the blue screen comes on, some text pops up on the screen with a input box, and this is the text on the screen.
Gee, I wonder what that says.
It's like
Probably-
Wheel of Fortune.
Ooh.
And the computer is waiting for some sort of password.
Oh. Any idea
I'm gonna-
what the password would be?
I'm gonna reach over Romarin over the computer and type in poop as a password, and then laugh when it doesn't work.
Wookiees don't like to be reached
You
over.
reach over and type poop. The screen flashes red, and gun goes back to blue. And a number appears in the top right corner that says 3.
Uh-oh.
Great. And it says
Well-
hashtag access denied.
I'm gonna leave the room. Yo, Dak.
Yeah.
They're trying to get onto the computer in there in Dezmond's quarters, but we still need to get this thing demagnetized from the station. So we need to. I think me and you ought to give that a.
All right. Well, before we take off, I'm just gonna head over to Trodd and just hand him the ring, in case they ever find a way to get the cockpit. But I look him square in the eye, and I don't even say anything. I just want like the eye contact to represent, how badly I want the ring back for sentimental reasons. When he's done.
Seeing how affected you are, I'll actually say, you'll get it back, man.
All right, and I'm gonna nod and head towards the ramp with Talon.
Ron, do you have another input that you'd like to try to use? Or maybe Trodd, who's looking over your shoulder?
1 second.
I'll keep a respectful distance, but we'll peer over his shoulder and see what he's staring at.
Talon and Bendex, you guys are actually leaving.
I guess we are. It's his
I
idea.
have-
I thought we'd go
idea.
see if there's a person in charge of the docks here that would let us loose or tell us why we're being stuck here.
Ron, what's your idea?
I want to enter every letter that's been replaced by a hashtag.
Go ahead and type
The
your
computer's-
input into chat.
All right.
You type that in and hit input, and the screen flashes red, and the 3 changes to a 2.
Oh, good guess, man. Good guess, Ron.
Out of character, I think that the computer had some like corruption or something that's
Data corruption.
causing those characters. Yeah, data corruption. I'm sure that's supposed to say, "Welcome, Dezmond, captain of the Respectable Bantha," or something like that. So
I just thought maybe it was a clue.
yeah, that was a really good guess.
Rather fancied Mira. Keep that in mind.
Oh yeah.
Is there a window or something I can look out of this ship?
The monitor station. You know, there's some external cameras.
All right, before we leave, I'm going to go over there and actually look to see if there's kind of like a view of the outside.
Rom and Trodd, I'm just going to say this to kind of help keep things moving in the right direction. You're very close. Keep working on it.
What is this device in the bottom right corner of the captain's quarters?
It's a sink, I think you said, right?
Yeah, it's a
Good thing.
refresher.
Okay. And what's the little circular thing above that?
I think it's supposed to be a toilet. I don't actually know.
There's two
Hey,
things.
Ron.
Be a toilet.
How
Yeah.
about just the letters that are missing from Respectable Bantha rather than the welcome Dezmond at the start? Like R, P, T, A.
Well, we've got, what, 2 chances left or 1?
Number 2 in the
Two.
top right of the screen.
All right, let's try that.
The screen flashes red, and the number turns to a 1. Go ahead and make a
Oh, hell.
make another computer use check.
Can I be assisting him?
Yeah. So we'll add make a computer use check of yourself, and if depending on how you do, it'll add to his roll.
Nice.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wow.
All right. So you can tell that the countdown is probably some sort of self-destruct thing meant to fry the computer in case somebody who doesn't know the password can't get in. However, you have also seen password stuff like this in the past and know that it's probably a word scramble based on the characters that are missing.
It's a trap.
Oh, man.
Hmm.
So we have to try and make a word out of worm.
It almost makes the word tapeworm.
Yeah, I was thinking tapeworm.
I guess just remember you're in Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
Womp rat?
Yeah, it's got to be Womp Rat. It's the only thing.
That's it. All right, I enter Womp Rat.
The screen turns green, and you are taken to
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell
Okay.
yeah, Rom.
You're taken to a system command screen, kind of like in the Knights of the Old Republic games, where it's all text and you just have several things to choose from in a menu. So your 3 options are lock/unlock cockpit access, crew quarters, or play recording.
Hmm. Well, while we're
And
here, why don't
Before
we...
you guys make a choice, Talon and Bendik, what are you guys doing?
I walked over to the lounge to the monitor station to see if I can find an outdoor camera angle of what's going on outside the ship before me and Dak open this thing and get shot at or something.
Okay, so you have 2 cameras. You have one is just above the access ramp, looking like down to see if anybody's trying to come aboard, and you see nothing. The other one is a front-facing camera from like the nose of the ship, and you can just see like off the edge of the landing platform, up a ramp, basically towards the street that you guys came from at the end of the last session,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't see anybody up there. It looks clear.
Okay, then I'm gonna walk back over to Dak and relay that information, and just quickly remind him in case he wasn't quite paying attention when we were in the other room talking about the magnetic. I'm just gonna fill him in that I called him over there because there was an alarm going off and we had been magnetized to this docking station, and we can't leave unless we get it undone.
Okay. All right, so I guess we're not leaving the ship then?
It looks all clear from the station, from the monitor station. So I mean,
And you
I don't
guys
know how else to
heard-
get it.
by the way, you guys also heard Trodd and Romarin, make excitement noises when they got the password.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Okay.
And I guess they're making progress down there. But it doesn't matter if they can get into the cockpit or not. If we're still stuck to this platform, we're not leaving.
Yeah, well, might as well go see what the commotion is about, right?
Yeah, that's what I figured. I figured you'd be up for a little adventure outside.
So wait,
think you guys are talking
we're
about
going
some
outside.
commotion.
Are we going outside, or are we going to the captain's quarters? I want to go to the captain's quarters. If you already checked the cameras and you saw that there's nobody around the ship, then the lock has to come from, like, I don't know, some air traffic control tower or something.
Use the communications.
Okay.
So I want to go to the captain's quarters then and see what they've uncovered.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go outside and just look around the ship and see if there's any kind of visible. I want to say, like, any kind of, like, locking mechanisms that are physical that are done, as a safety precaution when you land or something, to make sure we don't try to take off and we're stuck for some reason because we forgot to, like, unclip from the.
Okay, well, out of character, I did want to check out the stuff, especially the hollow recordings. But in character, I don't want you going out there alone, just in case, I don't know, God forbid, somebody ambush and you're not.
Okay, fine.
So let's go out.
Fun.
All right, so you guys are going back in then? You're going to wait?
Yeah, he talked me out of it.
Oh, okay. I said I was going to go with you, go outside, but
You want
if
to
the
go
whole
deal with
purpose
your
was you
thing.
wanted to go alone, I don't advise it, but...
Let's just go see what we're doing over here. Maybe the computer geeks will have a way to disconnect us from the magnetic lock.
Maybe.
I was just hoping I'd get to shoot something. And I'm going to kind of hang my head and walk down the hall.
All right, Rom. So, again, your choices are lock, unlock, cockpit access, crew quarters, or play recording.
Well, as they're coming back, I think it's probably a good opportunity for us to play the recording.
All right. So you hit play recording, and now I get to embarrass myself.
Crikey.
On the table next to the computer, a hologram of Dezmond pops up.
No way.
And he says, once again, sorry, Australians. Actually, I think it does sound more of a New Zealand than Australian anyway, but here we go. Mira, I know we've had our disagreements over the years, but I want you to know that I know why you've made the choices you've made and why you do what you do. I wish I was as strong as you are, Mira. I don't want my mistakes to hold you back. I found one last job, then I'm out for good, but I need your help to do it. Just you and me, for old time's sake. What do you say? And then it disappears.
Well, I guess they didn't.
What'd you say, Rom?
You think he was talking about this job?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But I wonder what went wrong. Maybe
Mira
he
went
double-crossed him.
Maybe she didn't want out.
Well, it meant enough to her that she took his life, so it definitely was something going on.
So it comes back, it brings you around back to the menu. So you have lock, unlock, cockpit access, or crew quarters. The play recording option's gone.
All right, let's get the cockpit unlocked.
All right, so you hit that. It says cockpit unlocked. You hear a click noise, and that's it.
Sounds like the door's open. I'm going to draw my blaster again and kind of step out into the hallway. Because I'm super paranoid about everything, so I don't trust that there's no one behind
So
this door.
As you step into the hallway, the R2 unit is like still waiting outside, trying to get closer to Romarin.
Who's got
You can make him pass. You can like walk past him though. He's not blocking the path.
No, I'm going to stay behind him as cover.
Just push him up the corridor.
Crouch behind the
He
droid.
won't follow you.
Does this droid have a name or what?
Not yet.
Do you want to look for it?
Oh man, you got to
Do
give
you
it a
wanna
name.
inspect it?
Yeah, is there a marking on it? It's like an R2 unit, right?
Yeah. Do a what would that be? Guess would it be another search?
Maybe gather.
I think I'd have to know where to look, right?
I'm gonna slide this ring out, hold it out to
It would be search, yeah.
Bendak.
Hold on, people talking at the same time? What?
I was just saying, as you're stood next to me, I'm going to hand you this ring back.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were heading outside, so there's your
Yeah, do a search check, Talon. Oh,
Nat 20.
You found everything.
all right. So you give the droid a 1 over and a 2 over. Yeah, you look on it. It does have a designation of R2Z8.
R2Z8.
You can tell that it is capable of recording up to 5 minutes of a holo vid with audio. It has a small storage compartment. And it also has a translator unit installed of moderate quality. It can also be programmed to move between stored waypoints or patrol for someone using facial recognition.
Damn. I guess I'm gonna call in the other room and be like, you guys actually check this droid out? It does all sorts of cool shit. And then I'm gonna tell them everything you just said to me, because I already can't remember. R2Z8.
All right, so as you are discovering the things it can do, you're saying, hey, this thing's got a storage module. Hey, this thing's got a translator unit.
And it glows in the dark. Yeah, I'm standing here in the hallway looking at it, and then I'm going, hey, did you guys notice that it has all this cool stuff on it? And then, I go down the list.
What's in the
It's not
storage
mine.
module?
I don't know, I didn't open it up. You want me to?
Hey, it's not mine, it's Ron's.
Rom, can I open up this storage unit thing?
If you
Who
find
cares?
anything
It's
there,
not it's not his belongings in here anyway. I'm
It's
gonna.
empty.
Oh, come on.
my droid, whatever's in there belongs to me.
There's nothing in here.
You can,
Let's open this
you can
door.
assume that the droid was simply used by the secretary of that Imperial outpost to send things like into the base, maybe to an officer or something, without having to leave her desk.
Has he
It's
got a
basically
lunch
it's
in
like
it?
a courier droid. No lunch, but it could be used to carry lunch.
I'm gonna put a sandwich in there.
Then the sandwich belongs to me.
I'm gonna see if Ro will. I'm talking to the droid now, kind of kneeling out. I'm like, I'm gonna see if Ro will let me program you to bring me
You cut out at the end. Bring you what?
beer, a good old Corellian spiced ale.
The droid lets out a long, low whistle.
So we're gonna
Are
make
you guys
our way
gonna
to-
open this door or what?
Been opened.
It's unlocked, but it isn't open.
Well, details.
Here goes nothing. I use the ring and wait to see if something happens.
You insert the ring, and now you hear a click noise and a green light turns on the access panel.
All right, I pocket the ring again, and I press the open button on the
Could
access.
just wear the ring.
All right, you insert, or you have the ring in. You press the open button, and I get to embarrass myself for the second time this session because
Oh God.
the door opens, and there is a droid built into the instrument panel at the front of the cockpit, whose head
What?
spins around and is going and says, "Greetings, Des. Oh my! No! Out! Only the captain is allowed in the cockpit. This simply will not do. He'll have me decommissioned for sure if he finds out I've allowed crew in here."
Dak, what's that yelling going on in there?
Sounds like Mobius.
I'm gonna run down. I'm gonna run down the hallway.
I'm gonna casually walk up to the droid and say, "That won't happen. Dez is gone."
Well, yes, of course he's gone. He's on a business trip. He'll be back shortly.
No, he won't. He's dead.
Oh, how can he be dead? He does this sort of thing all the time.
I think this time it's only once.
The droid basically looks out the window, and he's like looking for Dezmond to like come back. He goes, no, this can't be. You need to leave now, before he comes back.
I look to the droid and I take the ring out and I say, "Would he leave this behind any of the times that he's air quote died?"
The droid gasps, "Oh, his ring!" What did you do to the captain?
I didn't do anything to him but try to save him. I'm gonna kill the person who did it.
I'm gonna step inside.
The droid sighs. He's like, well, that does sound like something he would appreciate.
I'm gonna step inside and ask the droid what his name is, or how should we address it.
Droid goes, my name is RXBX, and I'm the pilot of the Respectable Bantha.
Rock Spock.
Okay, Mr. Okay. Well, can you tell us anything about this magnetic locking system? Because there was all sorts of noise from the monitors, and frankly, I don't want to sit here anymore. Can you get us loose?
The droid actually looks pleased. He says, oh, I'm glad somebody finally noticed. Yes, it appears the entire sector has been put on lockdown due to some commotion going on.
Yeah, that's the commotion that unfortunately took the life of Dez. We need to leave. This place isn't very safe.
Droid's like, well, I would be happy to take you somewhere other than this dreadful place, but we're not going anywhere until those magnetic locks are removed.
Any idea how we do that?
The droid pauses like he's doing a search, and he's like, there must be some sort of air traffic control system in the area not too far from here. I bet you they control the locks.
Can you contact them via this terminal, or do we have to physically go there?
He says, all communications out of the sector have been jammed. He says, I could try to reach them, but I don't think anybody's home. At least no one that would want to talk to me.
Fair enough. I'm gonna head down the hall and tell the other two guys what's going on in here.
So while we're doing that, I've been peering over Ramaran's shoulder, asking him buttons on.
Well, gentlemen, we got the door open, or I should say, you guys got the door open. There's a droid in there named something or other, and it says that we've been jammed. We can't communicate with the tower that would get us unlocked, so I think we're going to have to go out and investigate.
Sounds like our first expedition.
No rest for the wicked, huh?
A knowing look.
Alright, so I mean, you guys have a couple options. I don't want to steer you too much. You're still free to do whatever you want, but you can leave, you can go and do that. I do have a whole nother map prepped already for you. Or you can continue to look around the ship because there's still rooms on the ship that you haven't explored. Up to you.
I think we'll have plenty of time to explore the ship.
Once we're
plenty
free.
Plenty of other opportunities, especially in hyperspace. But I kind of feel like time is of the essence, and I really do think that, you know, if this whole sector is on lockdown, there's no way Mira is off planet yet, and I really want to.
Yeah, and the quicker we get in there, the better.
Right, so I'm going to leave the cockpit, but before I do, I'm going to turn to RX and say, we'll be back. I promise. Nobody else is going to die on you, RX. And I walk out, and I press the button to close the door, and I use the ring to add the extra security measure to lock.
All right, as you walk out the door and say that, the droid goes, oh, do please be careful. And then he does like a short pause, and then he goes, Captain.
I'm just going to let that sink in for a minute. I was not ready for that.
Can you even fly this ship?
You were the first crew member to enter the cockpit after Dezmond's death.
Can I hear that exchange that just occurred down there?
Fuck it. Three of you, other than Bendik, roll a listen check. Yeah, Talon's the only one that heard it.
Alright, well, I'm gonna kind of be leaning in this doorway as Dak comes down the hallway and just kind of give him a little jet, like, ooh, Captain Dak, ooh, look at me, I'm the captain, I've got a fancy ring. Can we go get unlocked, please?
I'm walking down the corridor, kind of sulking, very misty-eyed, and I walk over to the group. So who's ready to go find Mira?
I'm gonna kind of pat you on the shoulder and give you the nod.
Before I get up, I hit the option on the computer to unlock the crew quarter.
Okay, so you hit crew quarters. It doesn't lock or unlock them. It brings you to a sub-menu with two options. One is lock, unlock. The other is nerve gas.
What?
What?
Yo, Dez is a real dick.
It's like he had a backup plan for everything, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't want to be somebody's backup plan. Is there a way to disable that or what?
I'm just not going to turn it on. I'll unlock them, but
They were already unlocked, so
Are they?
yeah.
Is that for our specific rooms, or is there another section that's for like a that I'm not seeing on the map for some reason?
You don't know because it's just text on the screen. There's no map saying what rooms it's for, whatever. It's just under the menu labeled crew quarters.
So this guy, this whole time we've been sleeping in this ship, he's had a kill button for all of us. And Dak's over here, and I point towards him, like over my shoulder, and he's getting all upset. This guy could have killed us at any time, and I'm gonna kind of storm out angrily past.
I'm going to stand up and eject the disc and put it in my pack.
As soon as you eject it, the computer shuts down.
Dang.
I'm pissed
So
off.
that disc is basically a kill switch for the computer, right? Like if he plugs it back in, the computer would turn back on.
Yep, it's
Presumably
basically
he's setting out a password prompt again.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah. Well, at least we know the password too. I'm gonna look to Ramarin after observing that exchange, and I'm gonna say, yeah, at some point I think it'd be a good idea to just uninstall those features. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Probably safer to just remove gas. I wouldn't want an accident in a battle. You know what I'm saying?
all right. So you guys packing up and heading out then?
Yeah.
All right. The droid,
Yeah.
as Ramarin exits the captain's quarters, the R2 droid, with absolutely no reaction, just starts following him again. There's more fireworks.
There were some more fireworks.
Nice. All right. So, we still got quite a bit of time left. We have a little under an hour before we have to wrap things up. So, you guys exit the ship. As you leave the ship, the ramp goes down. There's nobody around on your landing pad. You all exit the ship. Ramarin, do you want the droid to come with you, or do you want to leave the droid here?
I tell the droid to stay in the main area next to secure storage.
All right. The droid goes over next to the secure storage and just sits there and watches you as you go down the platform.
Hey, didn't Talon say something? Patrol feature.
What? That got all choppy. I didn't hear you.
Didn't you say something about it having a patrol feature?
Yeah, that thing does all sorts of stuff. You can set it to go to different waypoints and things.
We could give it a comm link and set it to patrol the entrance to the ship. And if Mira shows up, it could use the comm link to contact us.
Yeah, but if Mira has a comm link herself, she's gonna know all about that.
It won't matter because the droid will be right in front of her telling everyone on the comm link anyway.
Yeah. Is there a way to lock this ship up? Does that ring work on the outside door as well?
I mean, I can go back and lock up the captain's quarters, but we already have the disc that powers on the computer, and the
Right.
ring also.
I'm worried about this boarding ramp. Is there a way to make sure no one can board the ship?
If
The
she's
three-
out
or,
there,
the
if she
four of
tries-
you have some sort of access card that opens the ramp. Since you're part of the crew, you were all given a card to do it.
Okay. But again, that's still the same problem. We don't know who else has one.
if she's
Sure,
out there and she
when we
tries
get
to
back
get in
on-
the ship, we should
When we get back
probably-
on board, we should wipe those cards and pick a new code.
Agreed.
What were you saying, Ramarin?
if she's out there and she tries to get in the ship, we should at least lock the two rooms that she won't be able to get into.
Yeah, I locked the cockpit, but it's not like she can do much damage from the captain's quarters anyway. She doesn't have the disc that powers on the computer.
Well, there was a message for her, so was that message intended for her to see it on that computer? Or was that like a copy of the one that he sent out?
So that appeared to be a playback of the previously recorded message. So he recorded that onto something else, and that was just I don't know, if you leave a project open.
Yeah,
after
that's
you
like the
finish working
master
on it.
copy or something. It's not the one that he sent.
It's probably on the disc that we looted off of him.
We'll also say that it was dated about 2 weeks
Well, that
ago.
is the disc. The disc that I looted from him is the one that turned that computer on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe that's the disc that he saved a copy on.
Gotcha. Well, either way, we need to get this thing unstuck from the magnets, and we need to bounce. And I'm getting antsy, and I need a drink.
All right, so like I said, you guys go down the ramp. You use your little key cards to close the ramp behind you, and the little droid just kind of watches Ramaran as you disappear down the ramp. I'm going to move you guys. Actually, that's fine. We'll just leave you there because you are going to a new area of Nar Shaddaa. Let's do this. All 4 of you do real quick gather information checks.
Oh, I'm about to crush it.
Okay. So Talon, you all spend a couple minutes going to different civilians or just shopkeepers around the area of the landing platform, asking if anybody knows where some sort of like air traffic control station would be. And Talon actually gets a lead on where to go. So you all follow him to this area.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Now what I'm going to let you do...
way down.
What I'm going to let you do... Yes, Nar Shaddaa is known as the Vertical City. I'm going to let you guys decide what order you want to be walking in as you enter this area. So you can go ahead and drag yourselves around.
What's the information I gained? What do they tell me?
Okay, so you know that there's some sort of control station in this area of the town. There's also a bank, a warehouse, and some sort of lounge.
Okay, do I know where the lounge is?
Yes, so the lounge, you can tell as you're walking toward this area, the lounge is in the top right corner, and the bank is in the bottom right corner. The other 2 buildings, you're not sure what they are from the outside.
All right, I'm
But
just
you
gonna,
can see
I'm
like
gonna tell
signs on the building.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you. I'm gonna tell the group what you just told me. There's a bank and a lounge, and there should be a tower somewhere around here where we can get us, hopefully get us unlocked. But I'm gonna make my way towards the lounge. And for whatever reason, I can't select my token.
Oh, here, hold on. Maybe I messed that up.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, I'm gonna make my way towards the lounge.
Always thinking
You
about
guys coming
those.
with me?
I can't move me. Oh, that's me. Okay, so I'm going to follow him up the street.
And stop right there. Sorry, Trodd. What were you going to say, though?
I was just going to say, I'm
moving
just going to look through the building on our right and see if it is the bank, like his intelligence suggested it might be.
That's not
All
the
right.
bank right there. I think it's the other side.
As you're moving up the street, an Ishitib and a Rhodian civilian come running around the corner towards you, being shot at by 2 Trandoshans across a catwalk. And these guys basically run right past you. They almost knock into you as they sprint past you.
I'm gonna take cover next to this
As
thing
the
here.
Rhodian comes past me, I'm going to just grab him and push him against the wall above me. And I'm going to ask him what's going on in Rhodian.
Do a dexterity?
Yeah, I guess to see if you'd be able to grab him or not. Ooh.
Nope, you try, you reach out to try and grab him, and he
Too
just
slippery.
you get a grip of his jacket, but not manage to actually you grab his jacket and pull his jacket off as he continues to run.
I'm gonna,
Oh man, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna step up.
Him and the issue tip disappear down the street. Actually, hang on. Do this. Everybody roll reflex saves. I'm sure this is not the actual way to do this.
Oh my god!
Right.
How is that even possible?
Whew.
My reflex is so good. Well, I guess I didn't manage to get out of the way.
Nope, Talon, you get struck in the shoulder by a stray blaster bolt from one of the Trandoshans and take 4 points of damage.
Oh. I'm gonna yell. Well, I guess I'm gonna hit the ground and yell to everyone to get out. All right, where do I track my damage here? Wounds
Vitality.
Vitality.
And hold on, Trodd, move yourself back down to where you were, and all 4 of you roll initiative, because these Trandoshans are coming after you.
Oh my god.
You said you wanted to shoot somebody.
I didn't want to get shot. This is the first time I've actually taken any damage. I'm trying to find my initiative here, sorry.
It's towards the middle.
Yeah, I don't have my other monitor up, so everything is weird now.
That's all right.
It's just to the right of your wisdom and charisma stats.
Oh my god, right in the freaking shoulder.
Okay, so Bendak, you get to act first.
All right. Well, I'm
I'm gonna yell at him to shoot them. Shoot them!
So I'm gonna draw both blasters and take a 2-meter sidestep and try to shoot from cover with my offhand blaster. Oops.
Okay.
So I'm like, like kind of halfway behind this corner. Yeah, peeking the corner and like trying to shoot at this guy.
Yeah, that's fair. Go ahead.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, your shot lands. The guy, the Trandoshan closest to you, takes a shot center mass and reels from pain, but it still holds his ground. I'm going to do real quick. Let's see. Okay. So he actually, instead of returning fire, actually, no, he does. He's going to take a shot at you, but you've got cover. What's your AC?
Normally it's 17.
Okay, then he just misses. So shot hits the wall right next to where you're standing, sends a little bit of debris, like rubble, like a chip of the wall pops off and like sprays rocks or whatever the wall's made out of, concrete. And then he starts to actually run away. So he moves all the way back to here, kind of running from you. The other Trandoshan takes a couple steps forward and he's going to shoot at Talon because he sees Talon was already shot in the shoulder. Talon, what's your AC?
14.
He just misses you. Shot goes just over your head, and he is done. We're down to... actually, I'm sorry, Talon, you were supposed to go next.
Yeah.
I screwed the pooch.
Whatever.
But he missed you anyway, so you're fine.
Alright, I'm going to shuffle next to this behind cover, kind of the same thing that Dak's doing, kind of peeking the corner, and I'm going to, my patented in one solid motion, sweep the right side of my trench coat open, unholster my blaster, and actually, what shoulder was I hit in? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter. You're still fine.
Okay, and then I'm going to kind of pie that corner and fire a shot at this Trando.
Nice.
Get wrecked, scrub.
You actually did the exact same amount of damage as Bendak. So you hit him center mass, and he reels from the pain, but he's still standing. Now we are down to Rom and Trodd actually tied on their initiative, so I'm not sure what the rule on that is, but I'll let you guys decide who goes first. I think that might be how it works.
You could do a 1d4. If it lands on odds, it's one person. Lands on even, it's the other.
I think you should let both of them shoot at this guy at the same time.
I'll let you guys just decide who.
I'm up for simultaneous actions or Romaring. I'm easy.
It doesn't matter to me.
All right, simultaneous. Go for it. I know this isn't a rule, but fuck it. It's fun.
Yes!
I'm gonna
After seeing two of their buddies get shot at, I like the idea of the two of them both like looking at each other and then firing at the same time.
I'm gonna tuck her in next to Talon and whip out my blaster. Take a pop shot.
I'll take cover behind this corner, kind of like Bendak is in front of me.
Where were you guys standing again?
I was here.
All right, because remember, unholstering a blaster counts as a move action. So if you want to unholster and shoot, you can only move one square.
All right. I will
take
unholster and. How far away is he? 1, 2.
He's 11 from you right now, which I believe is your range. Your range increment is 10. So if you were to shoot from there, you would get a -2 on your accuracy.
Yeah, I'll unholster and move forward 1.
Yep, that's perfect.
And take a shot.
Trodd, you're doing the same?
Yeah.
Go for it. All right, Ramarin, your shot goes wide. Trodd, you hit him in the arm, and he dies. So as he's like, he gets hit in the chest from Talon, and he's like, ugh, and he like stands up to compose himself right as a second blaster bolt catches him in the arm, and he like spins and falls over and falls to the ground. And as a matter of fact, he falls off the edge of this catwalk, demonstrating that the catwalks have no arm rails, so watch your step around those.
Oh my god. They said if they put railings up, we'd just be leaning on them all day.
I get it.
Thank you.
All right, the other Trandoshan disappears around the corner, and you guys are no longer in combat.
Oh my god, I can't believe that guy shot me.
Everyone doing okay?
I'm not. I took one in the shoulder.
Suck it up.
I'm not meant for this. I'm supposed to be the one doing the shooting.
Gotta be quicker than that.
I was looking backwards. I'm going to RP that as I was looking backwards at Trodd grabbing the Rhodian, and that's why I got hit. I'm trying to think if I have any... No, I don't think I do. I don't have anything to heal myself.
Who put the text bank?
Wait, what does it say?
I put the text bank there and then realised I couldn't see it to click on it because it was black.
Why don't we check these buildings while we're here?
Yeah, what's through that door, Talon? Can you see in through it at all?
I don't know. Mobius, can I see through the door, or is it solid?
No, so all the doors around you guys are solid. The door to the north of you looks like it might be like a loading door. The door to the one door Ramarin's standing in front of looks like a regular door. Actually, we're going to actually use the access panels that are on the map for this. So no, the door the Ramarin's by has no entry like buttons visible. Talon, you're basically crouching next to the door controls for that one, and Cart is 1 square away from his.
Okay.
So we'll actually use what we can see.
I'm going to push the button and open the door then.
All right. You open your door, and this is what you see.
You found the warehouse.
I'm going to call in there like, hello, anyone know what's going on?
Okay.
Because the door was
All right.
unlocked, so I figured
Sorry.
it's not like I'm walking into someone's house and I'm going to be, accosted by entering in their home.
Yeah, no, of course. Sorry, I was just doing some rolling. All right. Yeah, you do that, and you hear metal hit the floor, like maybe somebody was moving something and they dropped it, and you hear like some clicking, like on the floor, like nails or something, like scampering around on the floor. But somewhere behind the crates, you can't see what's making the noise.
Oh, gee, there's something in here. Trodd, you go first.
You heard it.
I'll go first. You cowards.
Careful, there's something crawling around in there.
Do a. Are you just marching in, or are you going to try and sneak in, Pendic?
Yes, but I'm marching in. But as I am, I'm holstering my blaster pistols, and this looks like close quarters. So I'm going to draw my Trandoshan great.
All right. So you draw that.
And just for the intimidation factor, I'm going to start scraping it across the ground as I'm walking.
Oh,
all right.
God.
And just to give you a little bit more of a description, so you walk in. Hold on, don't walk all the way in yet. As you're walking in, it's a very high ceiling. It does appear to be a warehouse. There's crates. Obviously, you can see some of them stacked up. The crates with the green boundaries are like chest level, and the ones with the purple boundaries are like as tall or slightly taller than, let's say, Ramarin. So you can't see over them, but you could, if you wanted to, climb onto the green ones and then onto the purple ones and get on top of them. Just to give you an idea of like the size of what you're dealing with. Okay, you can continue if you want.
Okay, so I drew
Everyone else is just waiting outside to see what happens.
Yep, and I walk around the corner and I'm looking around as I'm
and
doing.
Stop. Roll initiative.
All right, where is it? There it is.
Everybody.
Oh my god. Even the ones who were outside?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Well, I guess you guys can't see. But as soon as you come around that corner, I mean, your weapon's already drawn, so you were kind of prepared for it. I was going to do like a surprise round, but I don't think that counts here.
So you want all of us to roll it?
Yeah, go ahead, because you'd see him react.
Yeah, I was ready for an ambush, so like they can't surprise me. And they heard Talon say hello, and they heard the scraping of the sword on the ground, so they're not going to be surprised by a surprise round from us.
All right, Talon, you're first.
So I guess I see him react, so I know there's enemies over here.
Yeah, well, since he was dragging his sword, so we'll say that when he comes around the corner and sees the Trandos, that he like picked his sword up with two hands and assumed like a combat stance, so you know that there's something over there. Sorry to kind of control your character for a second, Bendak. I'm just trying to make
That's
sense.
fine. That makes sense.
Can't see him, right?
No, so you cannot shoot through the purple boxes. You could shoot over the green ones. They count as like cover. But
How many spaces can I move?
Your movement is 10 meters, so that's 5 squares.
All right, I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna sprint as fast as I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, and kind of crouch behind these boxes here.
Okay.
Like these ones. You know,
Yep.
as much cover as I can use. And I'm gonna take a shot at this dude here if I can. Or is he totally covered?
No, he has cover. But you can make a shot.
All right, I'm going to take a shot at him with my blaster pistol.
Nice, you hit. And not only that, so he's kind of like half behind the crate, which actually I was giving him a +4 cover bonus, but you still hit. And he like kind of peeks out to see what's going on, and he peeks out just in time to catch a blaster bolt to the face from you as you slide into the corner.
Yes!
That's the Talon I know.
Don't get cocky.
I'm still hurting from my shoulder, by the way.
The other Trandoshan sees this. He had already drawn his weapon when you shouted into the room. So he's just going to take a shot over the boxes at Bendak, which missed terribly. And then he's going to run deeper into the warehouse away from you guys, and you have no idea where he went.
Can I... Well, no. If we're still in combat, I can't really talk out of turn.
So Talon and Bendak both roll listen checks, please.
Okay.
I didn't see Talon's yet.
That's because I didn't do it. I'm looking for it.
I'm just making
I
sure
have
it's not.
everything kind of oddly sized because I don't have the space. Normally, I have my character sheet on a different monitor. Listen. Here we go. Are you kidding me?
Beautiful. All right, both of you, all you hear are the footsteps of that one Trando running on the other side of the crate that next to Talon, the big purple crate. His footsteps are the only footsteps you hear.
That's my second nat 1 of today. On one of my highest skills that I have, I roll a natural 1.
I'm going to keep you guys in combat for now. Rom, you're next. So what do you want to do?
It's got to be combat related, huh?
Yeah, so you can... I mean, if you don't have your weapon, so you can like draw your weapon and move up, or you can move twice.
I think I still have it drawn from the fight earlier.
Oh, yes. Okay, disregard. Yeah.
So, and I can move how many?
So 5 counts as a normal move action.
Okay.
And let me just say, because I noticed there's no panel for the door next to you guys, Let's say that one, the access panel is on the door itself.
Okay. I'm going to move up to that door. And
Can we relay information to him now that he's up here?
Yeah, you can talk real quick. It's like a free
can
action.
I see over those green boxes straight above me?
Oh, yeah. Let's make that visible, huh?
Okay. I want to open this door.
Don't open
Okay.
that thing with me sitting here in front of it.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'll come up here I can move again, right? Instead of
It'll be
anything
the last
combat
thing.
related.
Yep.
That's it. So they have the left side of the room covered, and I have the top from this area.
Okay.
Okay.
Why don't you roll a spot check? Ooh, nice. All right, so as you are running up to this, especially since you're a Wookiee, you can kind of see over the crates a lot easier than the others could. So you can see that a little bit to the right, since it's not quite as blocked as to the left. And you can see a Trandoshan that is not the one that was shooting at the other two.
Okay.
Trodd, you're up.
Okay, I feel like I am gonna just try and... I'm gonna be like looking to my team for support here, but I'm gonna try and move up to here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna like take a move action to like here, but then I want to try and stealth my way over to that square, like unnoticed, if I can.
Let me see. Actions in combat. Use a skill.
I have moved silently.
I'm pretty sure move silently is a full round action, but I'm gonna let you do it with a penalty if you want.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Go for it.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Good night.
Hell, all right. You well, let me see. I'm gonna roll
That's where I'm
opposing
aiming
checks. Gotcha. All right, so you make it over there. Here's the room that you uncover as you made your way over there.
Nice.
Mm.
I'll like gesture that there's the two that I have just seen in this room and like point at the room from cowering behind this toolbox on the left.
And those two that you see, yeah, they made eye contact with you, like they see you.
Dang.
Just because you move quietly doesn't mean you're invisible.
Yeah, well, who knows what they were doing.
All right, that brings us back to Bendik.
Okay, well, how many climb checks and how far can I get to try to climb up to like here?
That is a great question. So
I thought
use
the
a
larger
skill
ones went
is
all the way
just-
up.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Move action. It's climb. No, climb's a move action. So you could technically do that as both of your actions, but you would be done.
Okay. So let's see, where's climb? There it is.
All right. So that you made it onto the green ones easily. I'm going to move you down. So you're
Okay.
here now. You can choose what to do here. So since you're on top of the crates, if you want, you could just walk around the outside of that big crate, or you could try to climb on top of it.
No, I want to get the jump on him.
Okay. Try again.
All right.
Come on.
Mhm.
Nice.
You got it.
Sweet.
So you're only one. Yep, that's as far as you can make it this turn. But from your vantage point, you uncover a little bit more of the room. So you can see he's there as well. And you can see into the whole rest of this room.
Nice.
All right.
So
Talon.
okay, I guess
sorry, go
I can't reaction, just like look down to Talon and just like, hold up 4 fingers.
Yep, that's fine.
All right, I'm gonna nod and then kind of elbow Romar and give him the same. So we're kind of daisy chaining the information all the way through everybody.
Okay. Talon, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Ro what he sees over the boxes since I'm not tall enough.
I assume I can see.
You can only see the one dude on the right.
This.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't see this one here.
Okay. All right, then I'm going to, I guess, quickly and kind of crouching move around towards Trodd. This is 2, 3, and 4. Can I see over top of these boxes? Are these low enough?
Yes.
Can I see? All right. Is there any way I can tell which one of these guys is injured?
The one in the back right.
Okay, so that's the guy that he was already shot
one.
before.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to take a shot at him.
Okay.
Like the same as I always do, kind of rest my arm on top of the crates for a little bit of stability. Stick my tongue out, close one eye, and pew pew. Oof.
Well, let me see. Oh, hello. No. All right, sorry. You shot misses, so it weaves in between the two targets and hits the wall on the back behind them.
Well,
all right. It is the Trando's turn. So this one closest to you guys is going to actually run up at you. And he's just got a dagger he's going to try and poke you with.
can I dodge him?
You did. You
If I
dodged
see
him
him
very well.
coming at me, I didn't know if I'd have like some kind of reactionary move.
Nope, but he sucks. So you're fine.
I think you in the combat listing in the book, there's a way to like fight defensively where you take a penalty to your attack action, but you gain like a temporary for the rest of that round defense or dodge bonus or reaction bonus to your armor class.
That is true. I forget what exactly the numbers are. I'd have to look them up real quick. But in going forward, if that's something you want to do, that is an option. It is called fighting defensively. Okay, so this guy's going to take a step back, and he's going to try and shoot at you, even though you're behind the boxes, so you've got a bonus. And he misses. The shot hits the crates. This one's going to stand in his way and take a shot.
At me?
Yep.
Jeez.
He also misses. This one is going to try to climb onto the crates.
Oh, jeez.
He starts to get a foothold, sees a Wookiee standing over the crates on the other side, and let goes and drops back down. And that's it. He's done right there. He had like a oh shit moment.
I didn't even have to roll intimidate.
Well, he failed his climb miserably. So that's all
awesome.
the Trandos that you can see. Because since there's all kinds of blasting and shit going on in here, the door next to the door next to Ramarin opens.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Now, fortunately for you guys, the Trandoshan that opened the door had to use a move action to both move to the door and open the door, so he's done. And the one in the chair was not ready for this at all. So he gets up out of the chair and draws his weapon, and that's all he can do. And that brings us back to Rom.
Well, guy right in front of me is obviously the closest threat, so I'm going to turn and let's see if I did a melee attack. Is that like a strength roll? Because I don't have any melee weapons.
Unarmed strike, and that would be granting them an attack of opportunity because you don't have the martial arts feat.
Yep, but you do get a bonus on your roll with your blaster for it being a point-blank shot.
Okay.
So you actually get more accurate.
I'll just drop to one knee and turn to the right real quick and take a shot at him point blank.
Do it.
Oh, balls.
No, you hit, but unfortunately the damage was kind of low. So you drop to a knee, aim up at him, and hit him. The shot kind of grazes him, so he doesn't take a whole lot of damage, and he's still okay. You still have a move action though if you want to. However, Remember that if you take more than a 2-meter step, he's going to get a free attack of opportunity on you since you're in his threatened area.
Okay. I will move back into the corner here so that the guy above me doesn't have a shot at me over the crates.
Okay.
Okay.
That now it's Trodd.
So,
But Talon, what was your question, real quick? Sorry, Trodd.
I have the feat, combat reflexes and dodge, so I wasn't sure how that comes into play at all. I thought maybe if I saw him coming towards me with a knife, I would be able to be prepared and dodge.
I also
rather
have
than
dodge.
just him missing, you know what I mean?
And while I can't remember what it does, I have written that it's on page 107 of the rulebook.
Right. So if I remember, you get to designate a single combatant, and I think you gain like a +1 defense against that combatant. And then when that combatant dies, you can choose a different one, or I guess you could switch whenever. What page did you say it's on?
107.
That's where it starts. It continues on page 108. You get a +1 dodge bonus to defense against any subsequent attacks from an opponent that you select. So a single opponent that you're focusing on, you get a +1 dodge bonus to all of their attacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I knew there was something along the lines of where I could improve.
So both me and you need to remember to nominate.
So, yeah, Talon, if you want to do that now, I'll let you do that since your turn wasn't that long ago. And then Trodd, you're actually your turn next.
Yeah, I want to use it on that guy right in front of me.
Okay.
I will also use it on the guy because I'm gonna crouch waddle forwards a meter, and then I'm gonna point blank the Trandasham that's trying to stab him.
Go for it.
Thanks.
All right, Trodd, you hit, but again, it just does a little bit of damage to him. Even though he's tanked 2 hits now, he's still alive.
Yeah.
He's severely injured despite the firecrackers going off in the background. You still technically could do something, right? Because you did a 2-meter step only and then an attack. So if you want to move away again, you could.
I'm kind of using him crouched behind this box and shooting him point blank in the crotch, so I'll probably just stay where I am and give Talon some backup.
All right, that's fine.
Thanks, pal.
And the moment we've all been waiting for, Bendak, it's your turn.
Ooh boy. Ooh boy. So jump is a full move action, right? Since it's a skill, right?
Oh my god, I can't believe you right now.
It is?
It is.
Okay, so if I take this 2-meter sidestep, or this 2-meter step, I can jump here, right? And also maybe get a melee attack with increased momentum on the Trandoshan at possibly a small sacrifice to accuracy.
You know what? Go for it.
Yes! Yes! I love that. Every episode, Mobius always has a moment where he goes, I'll let you do it.
Crap.
Ooh.
Can I use a...
Well, hold on. So you did that's your jump.
Which was tragic.
Make an attack roll.
Can I use a force point to reroll that? Or
That's another great question. Let's look up if you can do that after you make a roll. A force point is spent to add 1 or more bonus dice to all task resolution die rolls. So for you, it's going to be 1d6.
Right, so I just roll a d6 and I add that to my total, right?
The decision to use a force point is made during a character's action after the die roll, but before any results are revealed. All right.
Oh,
so
that's
yeah.
perfect timing, yeah.
But you don't get to re-roll it. You get to add 1d6. Well, actually, okay.
Yeah,
you have oh yeah, non-force sensitive is 1d6.
Yeah.
Well, you
Right.
only need a 10 to be a successful roll, right?
No, you don't know what you need to be successful. Only I do.
Oh, it's against your difficulty, right? That you choose. Oof.
Great. Well spent.
Make an attack roll.
Okay. This is with the Trandoshan Ceremonial Sword.
Yo.
You didn't do as much damage as I thought you would. However, make a what's your strength?
Strength. The modifier is +3.
All right, I know that's
added that.
no. It gets added automatically. It's I think it's built in. But I was just curious. But yeah, guess what? You jump over the crate or off the crate, swinging the ceremonial Trandoshan blade. And do you want to say something witty as your blade goes through the Trandoshan's arm?
I'm just gonna let out a war cry.
All right,
Hell yeah.
do it. I want to hear it.
Headphone users.
I'm gonna step back from the microphone.
I had to do an Australian accent and an
Okay,
overly excited droid, so.
Make sure no one's in the house. No one's gonna react to this. Okay, boys, we're clear.
That was amazing.
Oop, he's dead. And actually, I'm going to move you up to here because you actually landed on top of him.
Nice.
That was, well, play of the game goes to cart.
I'm looking at the clock here. We're pretty much out of time, unfortunately.
We can keep going.
All right.
I said something in Discord. We can go a little bit more.
Talon, you're up.
I'm going to, as quick as I can, point my blaster right at this dude, kind of under his chin, and give it a shot.
Go for it.
Because I'm still kind of half crouching next to these things, right? So.
Yep.
I figured I have an upward angle.
He's already taken 2 shots. He looks like he's about to pass out. Oh yeah. Your shot goes through the bottom of his chin and out the top of his head as he just collapses backwards onto the floor.
Okay,
I'm going to turn over to Trodd and give him a wink.
You turn over to Trodd and give him a wink and then immediately wince at your arm like, oh.
Oh, that's right.
And you just see a look of stark terror on my face from Kart's scream as Bendark's scream as
You still have one more action, a move.
Do I know that? Did I hear that door open? And
Yes.
I guess I would have heard Romar taking a shot, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to shimmy back to this side of the boxes so I can get a better view of what's happening here.
Okay. Is that it?
Actually, how far can I move?
You still have you haven't moved at all yet, so you could like climb, you could move 5 spaces, do whatever you want.
All right, I'm going to go back to this corner for cover here. So I can peek around this corner here.
Okay.
But I won't be shooting past him. You know what I mean? I don't want to hit him. If I shot from over here, then I have the risk of hitting him.
Yep.
So I'm going to move to this side. I'm going to quickly cross the gap here and crouch next to this crate.
All right. It is the Trando's turn. The one Bendak next to you in the corner, he's going to take a shot at you, but he's already injured, so he's like cowering and is very shaky with his blaster.
Yeah, especially after seeing his friend get cleaved in half.
But I mean, he's still point blank, so he managed to hit you.
Ooh, okay.
And you take 10 points of damage.
Oh!
Ooh.
So he's like cowering the corner and hissing, and his arms shaking, and he pulls off a blast and hits you kind of in like your side, like your waist area. He was aiming center mass, but he's off just a little bit, but he still managed to hit you for 10. The other ones, however, the one next to you, or next to him, this guy, he starts to run. So he moves over here and he opens this door, and that's all he can do. But he's running away.
I have that effect on people.
Yeah, I'll say. the flying attack from the ceiling that cleaves a man in half. I mean, it's gonna disturb some folks.
You know, I've been wondering what color is Trandoshan blood, because I'm pretty sure I'm covered in.
It is green, isn't it, from Republic Commando?
Oh yeah.
So,
Pea
all right,
soup.
I'm just trying to keep this moving because I know Talon's got to go. So the other Trandoshan moves up to Ramarin and tries to attack you with a knife. And I don't even need to know what your AC is because I know he hits. What I do need to see is how much damage a knife does. I don't think it's much.
I think it's 1d4.
It is. It is.
That's what mine is, anyway.
Ramarin, you take
But
3 points of knife damage as he slashes at you with a knife and manages to nick your arm.
Just enough to piss me off.
The other Trandoshan is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to go here and stop, and he's going to also... he already pulled his knife, so he's going to do the same. And now I do need to know your AC. What is it?
14.
And he does hit you for 3 more. So he hits your other arm. So both of your arms have little nicks in them now.
You could do with a little
Scratch.
trim there anyway, right?
You keep quiet.
Do you know where to track that? At the top in the middle, where it says Vitality, take your
Right.
current. Take your current down to 6 down. 6 from current. There you go, perfect.
When you lose all your vitality, is that unconscious?
No, it's every time you take wound damage, you have to roll a fortitude check to see if you remain conscious. If your wounds reach 0, then you're unconscious.
Okay.
And if your wounds reach -10, you're pronounced dead. And you cannot get a second opinion.
So vitality, you can take as much vitality damage all day and nothing will happen. That's fine. It's only once you start taking wound damage that bad things start to maybe happen.
Okay.
Rom, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to shoot at the one straight in front of me there.
All right.
This one.
Yep. Oh my god. No, unfortunately your shot goes wide. So you're it's like you went to take a shot right as the other guy slashed you with his knife, and the momentum of his attack kind of nudged you to the side and your shot ended up missing.
Can you spend a force point on an
You cut out the end there.
addition? I was just wondering if you can spend a force point on an attack roll like you can on a skill check.
When you spend a force point, it adds 1d6 to any roll with all rolls with d20s for that turn.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
So yeah, Ramarin, if you want to spend a force point, which you have 2, you can roll a d6 and add that to your attack roll.
How do you earn them?
Whenever
get
you level
one
up,
every
you get
time
one.
you level up. But a
Okay.
non-Jedi or Sith can only have 5 maximum.
Okay, gotcha.
So you got to spend them as you go before you hit level 5, or you're just wasting.
So I took my shot. Now I can't move anywhere.
You can, if you move more than 2 meters, though, they get free hits on you.
Yeah, you provoke an attack of opportunity when you leave.
Okay. All right. I guess I'm hoping that Talon can take out at least one of them.
I got you, buddy.
Go for it.
I don't think it's
Now,
my turn.
actually, as a reminder, I have to look this up too real quick. Let me see who's next. Trodd's next anyway, but I believe there's a severe penalty for shooting into melee combat.
Really?
Yeah, somewhere. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because you guys are in a tussle together, and there's a possibility I'll hit you.
-4 penalty because in combat.
It's gonna be risky business.
Trodd, you can do whatever you want, Trodd.
So I am gonna run up past Bendak and just tuck in behind this sort of the wall on either side of this guy he's fighting. But I'm gonna take a shot at the Trandoshan that's running off down the corridor.
Okay. Yeah, you hit him in the back as he's running. Yeah, but that's it. You hit him in the back. He flinches, but he's still standing.
Cool.
That brings us back to Bendak.
All right. Well, I'm gonna finish off this Trandoshan right in front of me. I'm just, I don't know, lean right into him with an attack.
Go for it. Oh yeah. How do you want to end him?
Okay, well, diagonal slash in a way that doesn't compromise Trodd, but this time because this sword is so much heavier and so much bigger, I actually, cleave from shoulder to abdomen, diagonally through him.
You slice him in half. You actually cut through his blaster as he holds it up to try to defend himself with it.
Yes.
Nice. This thing's really good.
Is that all you do?
I guess I could see the other Trandoshan running, and I can start to chase after him.
Okay.
But that's about all. That's my move action.
Yep. All right, Talon.
I'm going to have to take a shot, even with the penalty, because I need to do some damage to save.
That's fine.
I'm going to peer around the corner and take a shot at the one on the right, or
Okay.
aka bottom. And what's the penalty for doing that?
-4.
Oof.
You hit him,
Yeah.
and you kill him.
Shot.
You lean around the corner. You take a shot, even though you see him nick Ramarin in the arm with the dagger, and you're like, "Ain't no way, not my Wookiee friend." Pow.
I'm doing my part.
And then I only imagine you turn to wink at Trodd. You turn and wink.
Yes,
Like,
he's gone.
Trodd, he's not there anymore.
Yes. That was exactly what I was going to say. That's too funny. All right, that's all I'm going to do, really.
All right, yeah, you can stay. You can move, or you can just stay there. It's fine.
Is there any way that I can shout to the other two guys and let them know that we need help over here?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'm going to shout across the warehouse and say that if you guys can, we could use a hand. Because I don't know what's going on over there, so I don't know what's happening.
Trodd and Bendak, make listen checks because you guys are fighting, so you might not hear this over all the blaster fire, especially since you're in a big warehouse, probably very echoey. Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Oh no.
The Bendak, yeah, you hear Talon shout for help, but Trodd, you're, I guess, maybe a little disturbed at the fact that a Trandoshan was just cleaved next to you and probably had its blood splatter on you, that you don't
Yep.
even hear him. You're almost like shell-shocked, I guess. All right, so that takes us to the Trandos. This one, near Bendak, is going to try to run. However,
Yeah, that's an
Bendak,
attack of opportunity, right?
you
'Cause
get
he
an
left
attack of
his-
opportunity because you're
Oh,
using a
boy.
melee weapon.
Hell yeah, dude.
So go ahead. Yep, so as he attempts to get away from you, you swing the huge-ass blade out there and catch him in the back.
Could we say I grab him by the shoulder and I stab him right through the back in the wound that Trodd shot him clean
There
through
you
to
go.
the chest?
Impaled.
Does that kill him? Because he already took damage before, right?
Oh, yeah. Impaled.
Nice.
Nice.
Yo, Card's kill count is just skyrocketing.
This one
Captain Cobb.
that's locked in combat with Ramarin is going to disengage, and he's going to run out around the corner and disappear from your sight.
Hey, doesn't he get an attack of opportunity?
He does not, because Ramarin's using a blaster pistol ranged weapon.
Oh.
Sorry.
Does it
But
do it
then-
for our combat?
That's it. Combat has been broken.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to Romarn and is there any way that I can treat his wounds, treat injury, like
So you
apply
s-
pressure or something to his cuts?
Again, this is kind of a house rule. Go ahead and make a treat injury check. Technically, since you don't have any first aid tools, you're not really supposed to be able to do it, but I'll let you do like improvised bandaging.
Yeah, because I always
Roll
thought
iron.
like even if I just hold my hand over a wound, that's technically treating an injury, even though it's not super effective.
Yeah,
It's better than
ahead. Sorry, rules lawyers. Oh no,
Yikes.
it does nothing anyway.
Sorry, pal.
Swat his hands away.
All right. I'm just trying to help.
All right, I think this is a good time to stop because I know Talon's got to go, and we just broke out of combat. So there's plenty of the map left to be explored. You guys actually have an objective that you're working towards, which is good. Exploration's fun too.
Yeah.
Similarly to the first map, there's plenty of stuff for you guys to discover here.
I like this map. It looks very Nar Shaddaa.
Yeah.
I'll
so
let you
cool.
The
do.
moldy crow in the top center.
It is.
Nice.
I'll let you guys do one more thing before we go. Bendak and Trodd make spot checks.
Woo. Damn.
How is that
Trodd,
possible?
I have a -1 to spot checks.
Oh.
So Trodd, you can see these two Trandoshans way down the street because that door was open. Interestingly enough, Bendak is so focused on the dude that he just impaled that he does not see them.
No, I'm wiping
Can
the blood
I-
from my eyes. That's
Can
all.
I just like rush up to the door and press the close button?
Sure. Yeah, you're not in combat with them. They're actually facing away from you. But all right.
I'll mention to Bendak that there were more Trendoshans at the other end of the street.
Yep. All right. That's fine. You close the door, and we're done for now.
Well
Guys,
done, gentlemen.
Did a lot this session. Managed to cover 2 maps.
I'm happy we didn't get locked out of the cockpit or blow anything up.
Yeah.
All right,
One password away from melting down the ship's computer.
Yeah, you know, I
It's very
don't want to
Hollywood
say I don't want to
right there.
metagame at all, but it would have been pretty bad if that had happened. We'll just put it that way.
There are other ways to get through
Grounded
doors.
at session 3.
Trigger the nerve gas.
So
Yeah,
Anyway.
I now have like a personal vendetta, and I'm angry about that. So you probably won't hear me say any nice things about Dez or feeling bad that he's gone. Finding out that
hopefully it stirred up a little bit of mystery, get you thinking about what might be going on in between now and our next session. But maybe one day you'll figure it out.
find out next time.
Stay tuned. It's been Mobius 1, Talon Darkstar, Bendak Kelborn, Trodd Dustrunner, and Ramarin the Wookiee. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.